Hello, everyone. My name is Joseph Sanches, Executive Vice President with D. Stevenson Construction. Thank you for allowing us to present our qualifications for this contract opportunity. As my friend Dwight will tell you, I really wanted to be there to personally present to you. Unfortunately, when the date of this presentation was changed to today, it conflicted with a trip that my family and I have been planning for the past year to go out to the Grand Canyon to celebrate my wife's birthday. She won't let me tell you how old she is, but I will tell you that it rhymes with nifty, and she is a nifty lady. As some of you may know, I worked for the Palm Beach County School District for the past decade, managing the facilities at the school district. While there, we built over $2 billion worth of projects. And some of you may be familiar with the 90 new schools and replacement schools and dozens of additions that we did throughout the county. But you may not be familiar with the minor projects that we did. Projects ranging from $25,000 up to $2 million that were done throughout the county. These include classroom renovations, ADA compliance projects, and restroom renovations, as well as parking lot improvements, drainage improvements, and other projects. What you may not know is the minor projects that we did, projects ranging from $25,000 up to $2 million, projects similar to what we hope we're doing for Palm Beach State College. Those included classroom renovations, ADA compliance projects, restroom renovations, renovations to vocational and career academy spaces, drainage projects, as well as parking lot improvement projects. Also, while at the Palm Beach County School District, I became very familiar with all requirements involved with the planning, design, and construction of educational facilities. That includes the state requirements for educational facilities, Florida Statute 1013, as well as DOE rules. I'm also familiar with how PICO funds can be used, and I'm familiar with the DOE Office of Facility staff in Tallahassee. Earlier in my career, I worked for some of the largest construction companies in the country, including Erie International, Bovis, and Tishman, where I managed various construction projects of different sizes. Also, I gained higher education experience working directly for the Rockefeller University in New York, where I managed over $120 million in projects, including science laboratories, office and maintenance shop renovations, chiller plant improvements, as well as different retail projects such as student stores and eateries. D. Stevenson Construction as a firm has similar construction education experience. In fact, the company has two similar contracts to the ones that we're talking about here today. The company has a contract with the Miami-Dade Public Schools to do projects up to $2 million, as well as with Broward College with a very similar contract. Because of the successful work we've done with those two institutions, they both give us additional assignments underneath those contracts. When I decided to leave the school district earlier this year, I left with a great reputation and a couple of outstanding opportunities. But I decided to join D. Stevenson Construction for three primary reasons. One is because D. Stevenson Construction is focused on education. Now, the company does other types of construction, but education is definitely one of the strength areas. Unlike many of you, I've built hospitals, hotels, and prisons, but education is where my heart is, and I enjoy building educational facilities. Number two is because D. Stevenson Construction believes in giving back to the community. Through the Dwight Stevenson Foundation, the company is able to support purchasing computers for inner city youth to help them bridge the technology gap to help them reach higher education. Also, the foundation supports college scholarships as well as several other worthy causes. And thirdly, is because of the outstanding reputation of the founders, Dwight and Dinah Stevenson. These are two fantastic people who believe in doing what they say and saying what they do. You'd be hard pressed to find anybody to say anything negative about Dinah and Dwight Stevenson. Now, I admit I may be a little bit biased, but I think D. Stevenson Construction is exactly the type of firm that Palm Beach State College had in mind when they put out this solicitation. The firm has outstanding reputation doing educational facilities. It has outstanding project managers and superintendents who are familiar with doing educational facilities. They're also very familiar with working on occupied campuses. The company is local, having opened its first office in Palm Beach County over a decade ago. And we can also bond any project that may come up underneath this contract. In addition, D. Stevenson Construction can help the college achieve its diversity goals. Once again, I want to thank you for the opportunity to present, and now I turn the presentation over to my colleagues.